This was the fastest public run by the hover train. The 25-ton unmanned prototype built up to a speed of 62 miles an hour. Eventually, a single car like this will be able to carry up to 100 passengers at speeds of more than 250 miles an hour. The train is the world's first all-electric tracked hovercraft. It's pollution-free, and when silencing is complete, it will be much quieter than today's diesel train. Today's test run went all according to plan. The next steps will be to extend the test track and put up the speeds to 150 miles an hour and then 250 miles an hour. Engineers here believe that if a system like this is used to link London with the projected third airport at Foulness on the Essex coast, the journey time could be cut to as little as 20 minutes.
All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop on my eye, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away, and driving down the road I get a feeling I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home, country road, take me home, country road.
Back in the early days of broadcasting, the sound that came out of the wireless, which was what the radio was called, was so faint that people used one of these. Now, this is an old wooden horn loudspeaker, and people could attach it to their radio, and this would then amplify the sound so it could be heard over on the other side of the room. And that's quite a contrast to the modern tiny transistor radios you can get today. Well, in those early broadcasting days, in the BBC studios, the broadcasters used to have to talk into microphones like these. These are all very old. We borrowed them from the Science Museum because they're practically antique. This one is called a moving coil microphone, so called because here in the centre there is a coil of wire which picked up the sound wave vibrations as people spoke. And back in 1924, this was the very latest thing. The only trouble with it was that the coil had to be held in place with bits of cotton wool and Vaseline. And of course, every now and again, it would just fall out, even when it was being used. So when that happened, there'd be a 5-minute intermission whilst a lady called Sophie would play the piano in the next studio. Now, this one is the transverse current carbon microphone, and the parts surrounding it are made of real marble because this was actually used for the BBC's very first television broadcast in 1936, and the sound that came out of the microphone was just like this.
And now I'm going to see and hear someone you know well. A mighty maze of mystic magic rays is all about us in the blue.
The melodic tones of John Noakes there. And this one is called the ribbon microphone. And that was because it didn't have a wire inside to pick up the vibrating sounds. It had a thin strip of aluminium ribbon that was only 1/40,000th of an inch thick. And you can just see it's held between two magnets there, suspended. You can just see it shining there in the top. And this microphone was the kind that was used way back in the Second World War to transmit messages. And I wonder how many really important messages were passed out over this very microphone. For a contrast, I've got here 3 modern microphones, the kinds that are used here in our studios now. You can see they're very light, very small, and easy to carry around. You can move around wherever you like with them. Now, I think both the microphones and the rest of the equipment is very interesting and unusual to put on a stamp. What do you think, Johnny?